Hello everyone, I am King Oblivion. Welcome back to the channel here at King's Lore. Thanks for tuning in. I have with me my lovely assistant for today.
Hi.
We're gonna go through some PS1 stuff I picked up. I picked up for PS1. This video will be dedicated to PS1. I also have a video which will post be my next post, which will be for PS2, which I have a considerable amount of those as well. Of course, we went over everything in the last video, so let's go ahead and get started. First thing we're going to do is start with an accessory that we got. This is the AC2, or ACII, where one-handed controller. It was specifically designed for strategy and RPG style games, adventure games. I had seen it on the insert for Clock Tower that I recently picked up. I looked at it, I'm like, that's kind of neat. You know, kind of neat looking. There's some info there too. Got some info book there. Some other stuff. There's a registration card in there too. I hadn't opened it yet. I'm just kind of.
It makes no sense to me.
That's okay, little one. But here's the controller. I don't know how well you can see it, but it's a single-handed controller. You got your X and your O on the back side, square and triangle on this side, directional button. I have not used it, obviously. It's still in the things, but I'm going to try it when I restart Clock Tower. Seems I got
The two things.
Yes, the two things go back in the books.
The 2 books.
But one's a registration card, the other one's the
Yeah.
instruction manual.
Oh.
But the company that did Clock Tower must be in the stack.
Yeah, it's probably there or there.
I think it's in here somewhere.
Yeah.
But we'll get to that later in the video. But they did. This was a controller that was, you know, says right here for RPGs and simulation games. Great. We'll see if I actually use it. Alright, we're going to start with some long box PS1s. So we're going to start first with WrestleMania, the arcade game. It was one of the first, I think one of the first wrestling games released on PS1. And, you know, it was just a fun game. I used to play as Mankind. I believe that was it. No, that wasn't this one. Which one did I use? This one. I think it was Doink, because he had the electrical hand buzzer.
Oh, that one.
You know, the
Yeah,
electrical
that
hand
one.
buzzer.
That one.
Yeah, but there was another one where I always used Mankind and it would just be fun. But I got this. I ended up getting 6 for $10 each, so I think I made a good deal. Yeah. I mean, most of them are complete. This one, of course, is complete. This is the plastic variant of the long box. But very happy to have that. I used to play that as a kid a lot. Next, we got Total Eclipse. I have not played it, but it was one that I really hadn't seen before. And when I saw it, it is up for sale from him, a friend of mine. Of course, I went ahead and went, dude, you know, I paid $60 shipped, so $10 a game is what it came out to. But it's oh, it's like a flight sim. What's wrong?
Nothing.
Nothing's wrong.
Never mind.
It's like a flight sim. We're in space, murdering stuff. You know, having a good time.
Wow.
It is pretty
That
wow.
does not seem
And once
brutal
again,
at all.
complete.
It's not
Well, look at some of the graphics of some of this stuff.
that looks really creepy and weird.
I know, it's pretty awesome. Alright, next is Nova Storm. Now, Nova Storm, I believe, is a racer, I believe?
What happened to the case?
No, it's not a racer. It's a shooter. It's a like a Rogue Squadron type shooter. That is a sticker that was probably on it when it came out. But boom, comes with both discs, complete. And that's the way they used to do the long box.
Makes sense. I can see how they would.
That's kind of nice. These used to have snaps where these would clip on, I believe, and allowed it to hinge like that. Yeah,
like a book.
but that is since, it's pretty old. And it is the plastic long box variant, so very happy. The next one is Kilik. And Kilik, I believe, is a first-person shooter, if I'm not mistaken. It is a first-person shooter, similar to a Doom-type game.
I don't want him laughing.
You know what?
I don't know why.
But Kilik, the DNA Imperative. Once again, it was just games that, some of these I didn't know what they were, like WrestleMania, the next one, Battle Arena Toshinden. But like Kilik, Nova Storm, I've never seen them, and when I see them for sale, it's something I've never seen before. Of course, I'm gonna just jump on it. The next one, Toshinden Battle Arena 1. Now, the weird thing about this particular long box is I can't find any pricing information on it or any information on it. All I can find is the jewel case variant. So I'm assuming that I did good with this one. Now, Battle Arena Toshinden, if you didn't know, is a fighter, similar to, like Bushido, no, not Bushido Blade, but like maybe like Soul Calibur style of a fighter. Use weapons, and it's just fun, good times. If you haven't played them, I believe there's 3 in the series that we got in the United States, and then 1 that was specifically for Japan, I think. But yeah, this is the first time I've owned a long box version of this game. Like I said, I've never seen a long box version before, so very, very happy to have it. Very good game. The next one, Alien Trilogy. You should know. If you don't know, you should jump on it. You should play it. It's one of the better PS1 FPSs ever. I mean, it's an amazing game. You basically are playing 3 complete games, but it's all one game. And it's just a fun, shooter, and it's complete. Happy to have it. Some cracks and some dings, but to be expected from a game that old. It is loosely based on the first 3 movies, so keep that in mind when you get it. It's not a direct port or following of anything. It is just good, wholesome, shoot the freaking alien in the face and don't let his acid blood touch you kind of stuff. Fun. But yeah, moving on from long boxes, we're going to go to jewel case PS1s now. First off, we have Rogue Trip. Rogue Trip is a very similar to Twisted Metal style. Very, it was the first of its. It was kind of the first of this particular style of stuffs. It features the music of the Mighty Mighty Bosstones, which is a ska band from the 90s, an amazing ska band. But yeah, it's basically a type of Twisted Metal clone. You have several cars, and I mean, it came good. All pretty. I love that kind of graphic on the disc.
Good.
What I did is I took in a couple of units. One was my Dreamcast because my cat knocked it over, and I just took it in. I sold it to him, traded it to Rock 30 Games up in Fargo, as well as some consoles that I just had extra, a few that were given to me, and I was able to get this and several other games. But very happy to have that in the collection. I did not have it, and this is beautiful. This is Monster Rancher Battle Card Episode 2. I've never heard of it, never played it. So, yeah. I got this from a buddy in PlayStation 1 Collectors of America, a group on Facebook.
The first one.
And he gave me a great deal on it. It is complete. It is nice. I haven't played it yet. but I checked the disc, and disc is no scratches. What?
Have you played the first one of it?
Episode 1, I've never even seen episode 1. Never. I've never seen episode 2 until I saw it on the Facebook page, and I'm like, bro, I gotta have that.
Okay.
And he's like, yes, you do. Here you go.
Okay.
And he gave me a good deal. I got this and another game from him for a flat rate, so that was nice. Okay, next we have. Go ahead and get both of those. We have Dino Crisis 1 and Dino Crisis 2. I also have Dino Crisis 2, the Japanese version. But this is the American version. I didn't have that. So I picked them both up. I think I mean, wasn't very much. Once again, I got it on a Facebook group, PlayStation 1 Collectors of America. Made a great deal with a good guy, and it went swimmingly, obviously, because I got them both. Very good shape. If you've never played Dino Crisis, it's kind of a third-person survivor horror with dinosaurs. Kind of tanky controls, kind of like the original Resident Evils, if you ever played those. But survivor horror with dinosaurs, freaking amazing. Play them if you haven't. They're freaking amazing. Next, go ahead and grab both of those.
I know that.
We got Tenchu 1 and 2, considered some of the hardest games on the platform. PlayStation 1, the Tenchu series, was brutal, just absolutely brutal. It's an action-adventure style game in third person. Thank you, Sweets.
Second one.
My daughter, Sweets. Gotta love Sweets. Where, you know, you could play stealth, you could play full bores, very similar to Metal Gear in that aspect, but you're an assassin, you're a ninja. It's like, they're just amazingly fun, but they can make you break your controllers. And I got them complete. I mean, it's a little sucky that this one's all kind of brokey. I got them from 2 different sellers, both of them, of course, these once again, Facebook buys. But, you know, very happy. Tenchu Stealth Assassin and Tenchu 2, Birth of the Stealth Assassins. I am also looking for the rest. Going to complete the series. One day, under the rainbow. Alright, next one, a sequel to my absolute favorite NES game, Blaster Master. This is Blaster Master.
Scratched up.
What, Reloaded or Blasting Again?
The case is all scratched up.
Yeah, it's cracked. I mean, it shows its age. It's old. It's got wear. I believe it's like a third person shooter. You're in car, you're on foot, you're Blaster Master. You can kill the aliens, man. 3D action bonanza, according to the back of the case. But very happy to add it to the collection. I played the original Blaster Master millions and millions of times. Can't wait to sink my teeth into this. I have not played it. And until recently, honestly, I had no idea it even existed. It's by Crave Entertainment, who have done some good things. They've done a lot of crappy things, too. So we will see. Either way, it's an addition. That's what matters. This one of my favorite arcades as a child was Area 51. It's an on-rail first-person shooter. This particular version, I believe, is a light gun, isn't it? Or
yeah.
no, it's an on-rail. It's on-rail.
It's on-rail.
It's an on-rail shooter.
On-rail.
Sometimes, you know, they do a port from an arcade and you get a light gun shooter. Thankfully, I got the light gun TV. So I can actually play a light gun game. In this one, you know, you're murdering the aliens. You're in Area 51. Their aliens are taking over. You're going in there to clear it out, huh?
I don't know why that does to me.
But amazing arcade. I recommend it to anybody. Play it. Especially if you can find an Area 51 arcade machine. Play it there. I'm sure superior. Alright, next. The Elusive, the Great, The Shadow Man by Acclaim Entertainment. I have actually never played the Shadow Man series. Never played them. All I know is, what I see here, it looks like an adventure survivory, third-person-y kind of thing.
I got one
Looks
comment.
sweet.
I got one comment on the guy. It looks like a guy who tamed something. Go from Goat Simulator.
Look like a guy from Goat Simulator?
No, it looks like a guy who would tame someone from Goat Simulator.
But, you know, there's voodoo, there's mystique, it's a sci-fi type. It's a highly rated game. I just never played it growing up, so I can't wait to sink my teeth into it. The value is going up on it, so you don't have it. Pick it up while it's still affordable at the moment. Next, we have Quake 2 from the great Quake series from id. Now it's owned by Bethesda, who does amazing things, but unfortunately, it is no longer on consoles. It is PC only. But, oh man, Quake was the shooter of the day. It was COD before COD. Quake was the shit. Absolutely no one. Quake was the shit. On consoles now, it's COD. And, Battlefield. But only because I believe Quake is no longer on consoles. It is a PC-only game. id and Bethesda don't believe in, you know, putting it on a format everyone can play. Why is this being a pain in my ass to close?
I don't know.
But, yep, it is
I don't answer that either.
it is a first-person battler, arena kind of game. It is awesome. It's awesome. Play it if you haven't. Next one, Red Asphalt. I know nothing about it. I just thought the name was cool. I think it's like a Road Rash clone.
Is that the only reason why you bought it?
That's the only reason I got it. Yeah, it's like Red Asphalt. I've never heard of this. Gotta get it.
Wow.
It's a racing Road Rash kind of game. It looks like. I've never played it, but I couldn't pass it. I believe it was only like, I think it was 30 cents at the shop I was at. It was 30 cents. I can't pass it up for 30 cents. You know what I mean?
So you're the only way.
I see any game for 30 cents, I'm buying the damn thing.
I thought you said you only buy it for the name.
Right, but it was 30 cents, so I bought it anyway. It could have been called Red Pudding, and I bought it.
What?
True. Alright, next one. It's a fighter game set in the Star Wars universe, Masters of Tiramisu, or whatever the hell you say that.
I love Star Wars. I knew
Yes.
it said Star Wars.
You can play as Luke Skywalker, Boba Fett, Han Solo, Princess Leia, many characters from the series in a fighter. You fight each other. It is an absolutely horrid game, but had to have it. Got it from a buddy on Facebook, and it's got its issues. The
Wow.
case. This is the original PlayStation case for this game.
And it's broken.
And it's broken. It is broken. But I run into that a lot, actually. You get a
Yeah.
lot of broken cases. But you just buy new jewel cases, switch everything over, and you're putting again. Exactly. Very simple to fix a jewel case.
Yes.
You just buy a new one. But
I don't know why I'm saying it.
you can fight hand to hand. You can fight
I
using
never
weapons.
felt
You know, Han Solo
so.
uses blaster. Boba uses his thing. There are Tusken Raiders that use their staffs and stuff. So I mean, it's fun, but don't expect like Mortal Kombat, Street Fighter type greatness, because you're not gonna find it there. It's actually a rather poor fighter, but it is fun, especially if you're a Star Wars fan.
I am.
Yeah. The next one.
I
I picked this up only because I'd never seen it before. And I always say, if you have the money and you've never seen it, buy it. Woody Woodpecker Racing. Woody Woodpecker was a cartoon from the 80s that I absolutely loved. 80s and 90s. Yeah, it's an he's an amazing little smartass. I mean, he's just like you. Sweet.
I know.
Just like you.
I know.
But I'd say Diddy Kong Racing, like something like Diddy Kong Racing. And it's just funner than hell. It is. It really is. It's fun. I have played it since I picked it up, just to get a feel for it, because it just looks interesting, and me and my daughters love playing.
Yeah.
You know, racing games,
Yeah.
karting games. They're fun.
Yeah, we like racing. It's fun.
Exactly. But I would recommend it if you come across it in the wild. Snag that up. Like I said, I got it off Facebook. It was in a bundle. In fact, it was with this game. And yeah. Eternal Eyes. Eternal Eyes I know almost nothing about because I never played it. I've owned it twice. The second time I've owned it. First time I owned it, buddy's seen it. I lent it to him, never got it back. Now I got it back again. It's an RPG, I believe. Yeah, RPG. Yeah, you have your critters. There's critters.
Wait,
I remember as a kid I bought it because of that guy. He reminded me of Jack the Pumpkin King.
Oh yeah, I've seen him. I've seen that one before.
Well, that's why I asked for it. I can't say I bought it because my grandparents bought it for me.
Cool. I like that guy.
I can't wait to dig in. If I had to compare it to something from what I've seen, it's similar to like a Ni no Kuni style, where you get critters and you got to train them and raise them and stuff, and then they fight for you.
Yeah.
That's basically that. You know. Yeah. Not bad. All right, next one. Wild Arms 2. I love the Wild Arms series. It's an action RPG style games.
Because it's thick and it has 2 cases.
It is thick. It is thick. It's only 1 case.
Really?
Yep. It comes from Dave's Video, which I love getting old rental copies of games because it kind of gives it its own little story, its own little personality, and you know Dave's Video on the thing here. You got the Dave's stickers on both of them. I really enjoy that. I never mess with that stuff. I love getting stuff that has that. I wish the outside of the case had it, and I'm assuming this is probably a new case just because of the fact that a rental case wouldn't be this nice. So I'm assuming they got the game, bought a new case, and you know set it back in. But yeah, it's an amazing RPG. No, we're on that one? Okay, that sounds great. But it's an amazing RPG. It's an amazing series. I'm trying to catch them all, so then I can actually play.
Actually, know what he's talking about.
Yeah, I can actually play Wild Arms 1 through 5 because Code F really doesn't go in the series anywhere. It's like a later story, so I would really like to be able to catch them all, and I'm gonna work on it.
Catch
Next one. Xena Warrior Princess. It's an action-adventure game. It's actually really decent. And it actually came with the strategy guide as well, which is over on my case. Not gonna go get it. But yeah.
I can get it for you.
No, it's fine. It's fine. We don't need to do that. But Xena Warrior Princess, like I said, it's an action-adventure game similar to like a God of War, but not as gory or perfect and awesome as God of War. It's less awesome. This is like good. Not awesome. It's good. It's a good game. Good solid game. Would recommend it. Alright, next. We got this game.
What grip is it?
This is still PS1.
Oh,
Jewel cases.
This one is... I don't know its name.
This is Sheep.
Really?
I have never played it. Never heard of it. In fact, yes, pretty pretty. This I actually bundled with another game, which no, it was the Monster Rancher game.
Oh, that one.
That's what came with it. I got them both together. They only cost $15. I was very excited to get it because I looked them up and they're actually worth a lot more than that. So.
And we should put it at the same cost.
You would think, but very good game.
Very good.
Oh, actually, very good deal on this game.
Yeah.
Like I said, I've never actually played it, so I don't know a lot about it. It seems to be a top-down, adventure-y style game where you're trying to save some damn sheep. So that's interesting enough. Next.
I think you already had this game. I think you had this game before.
No, I've never had this game. I've never even heard of this game.
Really? I thought you had it before.
No, I saw it on Facebook, and I'm like, that is the dumbest game I've ever seen.
So we're gonna get it?
I was like, I will give you $10. And he's like, it's one of those games that is expensive for I don't know why. And he's like, it's worth a lot more than $10. And I was like, I'll give you 15. And he's like, hell with it. I can't sell it. Let's do 15. So he sold it to me for $15. It is Easter Bunny's Big Day. And from what I got, I had no plans to even play this.
I would.
Yeah, I'm gonna let Sweets and my other daughters have
I would play
at
it.
if they want to play
I
it.
feel like I would.
But from what I think, it's a little mini game-ish. There's mini games.
Yeah.
And you play the mini games, and maybe he has a big day at the end. You collect eggs or something. I have no idea.
I think I know what's about. I think it's because it's Easter Day, so it's a big day for him.
That could be. He is the Easter Bunny.
Yes.
But if you come across it in the wild and you can get it, pick it up.
Please.
Please.
I don't know why I said that.
I've never seen it before, and if you want a complete PS1 collection, gotta have the Easter Bunny game. What is next? What is next for us? We got the definitive survivor horror game from my youth, Clock Tower.
I can tell it's already a murder game.
The greatness of Scissor Man. It is a...
That sounds creepy.
I would say it's more of...
A game?
Definitely an adventure puzzle game that is survivor horror. I remember Scissor Man used to give me the creeps. Now he does not.
He seems like
And I also forgot, after many years of moving up in generations and
Don't
stuff.
let me watch you play that. I might have nightmares.
Well, I forgot that there's no autosave. And it asked me if I wanted to save my game. And I'm like, save my game. Go, do it. And I moved on. Yep, that's the controller that we saw at the beginning.
Yep, that one. Right here.
This is the reason I bought it. It's supposed to make this game better to play. So we'll see. But I played it, forgot that it was not an autosave. Played for about 4 hours, shut it off, went to load it back up, realized I didn't save. So, my own goofiness, now I have a PS1 memory card in the slot at all times. That crap don't happen again. But yeah, Clock Tower. If you've never played it, get it. It's a beautiful game. This game, never heard of it in my life.
I
saw it.
I saw this like on for a picture. I saw this picture on when Mom was like checking her Instagram. I saw this game on it.
Oh, well, there's 3 of them.
Yeah.
It's Creatures 2, and Creatures 3.
Yeah.
And what it kind of is, from what I understand and what I can figure out, is it's very. You remember the Digipets of the day? Anybody ever had Digipet? I had a Digipet. And yeah, I had quite a few Digipet. It was a little keyring type game thing. Egg, and you raised it, and you had to feed it, and bathe it, and clean up its poop, and all that. That kind of seems like what this is. We'll see. It's definitely a simulation, point and click style game. So, it says on the back, 3 huge worlds to populate and explore. So you got to bring up the creatures, I suppose, raise thousands of creatures, and collect and trade them with your friends.
Really?
Because I don't really think any of my friends are gonna want to play this game with me. So
I will. I play it.
Well, we'll play it together.
Yeah, we'll play it.
Yeah, we got the Ghost and the Sweets and the King.
I play it.
We'll play it.
I'll play it. We'll play it. And don't
Very glad to add that to my thing.
Camera.
This next one is Tale of the Sun. You got to show the people the game.
Sorry.
Tale of the Sun.
I didn't mean to.
Tale of the Sun. It's an action adventure game. 3rd person, back camera. I know very little about it. I never actually played it. I do know one thing. It's from Media Exchange. Who got it from Hollywood Video, which is stickers on the disc. It's kind of hard to make out, but it does say Hollywood Video right there. Someone tried to remove it. I'm assuming it was Media Exchange. The disc is in decent shape.
That's good.
Maybe a resurfacing will be in order.
Wow.
But happy to have it. I mean, I know very little about it. It's the first time I've actually seen the game. And if you look at the insert, the actual pages are gone. It's just the cover of the insert. So there is no book. I'm assuming when it was a rental, the book got tattered to hell and they threw it out and just kept the insert so it was identifiable.
Book, so you just threw it out.
Yeah, maybe. But yeah, it's a simulation, action adventure type game. Looking forward to playing it eventually. Tale of the Sun. If you find a book, let me know in the comments so I can get it from you, because I need that complete, please. The next one is Future Cop LAPD. It's
your hand's kind of in front of it.
It's a shooter action game. Third person. You play the cops, and yeah, you're just going on all these missions and doing the crazies. But it is just a fun game. I remember playing it as a youngin'. You got your mechs and all your other crap. Yeah. It's one of the first mech games that I played growing up. But there's 2 unique game modes: Crime War, Precinct Assault. Precinct Assault's a 2-player strategy battle against a friend or computer-controlled Sky Captain. Crime War is reclaim 8 sections of crime-ridden LA alone or with a friend. So you can it's got couch co-op, so that's good. I did play this back in the day. Memory serves me very little, but one of the coolest things about EA back in the day was the beautiful artwork they put on their discs. That is just gorgeous. Just gorgeous, isn't it? It is. It's nice. This book is complete, including has the registration card still in the book. So,
goodness.
Yeah, it's very exciting. Very exciting. Disc needs help. I mean, the case needs help.
Yeah.
But from the look of it, it might be an original PlayStation jewel case. So just replace that. We're good to go. Future Cop LAPD. Totally recommend it. If you're into the mech genre of games, the next one, I played it very little. And the one I played it on was N64, but Mortal Kombat Mythologies Sub-Zero.
Why is brown stuff on it?
Probably a sticker that was on it one time. It's a little Goo Gone. It'll be fine.
I had a sticker on my DS, and now it's still there, but you ripped it off? Good idea. It's a white sticker on it.
It's got its own standalone story. You play as Sub-Zero. Like I said, I played the N64 version. I've never played the PS1 version. Sometimes some people are like, well, that is, the better version is this or better version is that. But it's the first time I've owned it on PlayStation. Can't wait to dive back in it. It was, it's a 3D fighter, but it's got its action adventure elements to it as well, because it's mythology where you play as Sub-Zero. You go about, doing his tribe stuff and following a story. It's really interesting. Sub-Zero is a character. This bad boy, starring Terry Jones and Cheech Marin, it is Blazing Dragons. I've only ever heard of it.
Why did I just it was a dragon.
No, it's Crystal Dynamics. It's the name of the company that made the game.
Okay.
Crystal Dynamics. From the twisted mind of Monty Python trope member Terry Jones comes Blazing Dragons. This warped medieval adventure brings over 40 wacky characters to life, with a freakish mix of voice-over talents like Cheech Marin, Harry Shearer, and Terry Jones himself. The wild arcade action like Dragon Thumb Wrestling, kitty hurling villains, and brain liquefying puzzles will grip you with laughter even as you lose grip on reality. So, action adventure style game.
Okay, sweetie.
It is complete. It is beautiful.
And you can come and get it.
And it is Blazing Dragons.
Whoa.
I haven't played it. Just got it. Can't wait to dive into it. It seems interesting. When I was looking into it, because it was so cheap, I was like, Monty Python. I love Monty Python and the Holy Grail, so why not?
Why not?
Blazing Dragons. Come across it, pick it up. Next, a game I never even knew existed from Ubisoft, Planet of the Apes on PS1.
Whoa.
Very excited. It's my butt itches. It's a third person. A third-person action-adventure style game, it seems like. Like I said, I'd never really heard of it. Why is this?
Dad, could I play that game on my PlayStation?
Okay.
Dad, can I have the Bay Day? Is there anyone down there? Would I be able to play it on my PlayStation? I would say so. I don't know.
Yeah, you can play PS1 on PS3.
Yeah, I was like, it's either PS1 or PS2. I didn't know.
No, it's not PS2.
One of them.
We'll see. We'll see.
Like,
Here it is. Beautiful. Is it brand new?
yeah, it's brand new. Oh, it looks good. It looks really good.
You know what? It has nothing on it. Not a damn thing.
It's new then.
Because I just pulled the sticker off. So, I mean, I don't think they could just... I don't know. It doesn't have any cracks in the case or anything. It's relatively nice. Pretty cool. But discover many mind-blowing secrets of the Ape Empire in Ape City, the Forbidden Zone, and city ruins and other hostile environments. Battle for the planet. Planet of the Apes.
I know.
Excited. I'm a huge fan of the original movies. I do not like the newer movies. I think they suck. So,
I gotta play for
very happy to have that. First time I found it and I was able to acquire it, so very excited. This is a jewel of mine. I had the green label, the greatest hits version. Not a fan of, I try not to obtain greatest hits versions. I'm more of a black label guy. And Resident Evil 2, one of the forefathers of survivor horror, awesome sauce. It is complete. Has both beautiful. Has your Leon disc. You play as Leon as a rookie cop, and your Claire disc. Look in the city for Chris. And of course, the booklet is in really decent shape. The booklet's pretty good. There's not really any bends or tears or grossness on it, so very happy. Resident Evil. Granted, this one's got tank controls, but still, it's Resident Evil 2, back when Resident Evil was great. Beautiful. Although I did enjoy Resident Evil 7, so that's upside. Duke Nukem, Land of the Babes. I did not pay $8 for this. I did not. It's missing the back art, but that's okay. The disc is good. Disc is clean. The booklet is solid.
The case is broken.
Case is broken to hell and gone.
Well, I have a
absolute
disc like that.
Awful. But I can replace the case. I can get the back art.
He said when
and
that other
all
one
be good.
was broken,
Yeah, I paid
just replace it.
79 cents for this.
This thing to do. Just replace it.
At Goodwill. So very happy to have it. Duke Nukem, Land of the Babes, first-person shooter, of course. I've played most of the Duke Nukem, so I kind of get them confused, but I believe you gotta fight all these chicks, and it's just a fun, brainless game. It has no, the back art's gone. Back art's gone. But awesome. One of the better Duke Nukems. If you're judging Duke Nukem off Duke Nukem Forever, don't.
Play it.
Garbage. Absolute garbage game. Play the Duke Nukem Forever. Don't play Duke Nukem Forever. Play Duke Nukem Land of the Babes. Play Time to Kill. Play the original Duke. Those are amazing games. Trust the king. He knows.
Yeah, he does. He does know a lot.
Next, we have Dracula, The Last Sanctuary. It's the counterpart to, what's the other one? The Resurrection, Dracula Resurrection. I've never owned them both together, and I do confuse them a lot together, so it's kind of hard for me to talk about it, but it's a survivor game, action-adventure, trying to take Dracula's ass out.
Wow, there's Dracula right there.
Yep, you gotta do it.
So interesting.
This one says over 30 hours of gameplay. Freely explore more than 40 different scenes and locations. But it is an action-adventure game. They are awesome. Both of them. I've never owned them together. So first time owning them together. Awesome. Alright, next. We got the first Metal Gear Solid.
Whoa.
This is Metal Gear Solid 1.
Case definitely looks solid.
Case looks solid. The book is amazing book. Amazing grace. So sweet the sound.
Pray.
Let's not do
When
that.
you like this
But yeah, Metal Gear Solid, complete, beautiful. The case is great. Everything's great. Plays great. It is just an amazing third-person stealth action game. You can play it balls out, or you can play it just stealthy, safe, going at it,
Careful game.
playing as Snake. Great. You don't have it in your collection. It really is. You gotta have it. Gotta have it. Of course, I got Black Label. That's just who I am. Next is also a label upgrade. Final Fantasy VIII.
Oh, I love
And this one isn't the GH, which is the green label, which means I get the custom art discs. The book is good. I mean, the case needs work. And there's
another one.
Sifa or Siffy or Sophie, I think her name is.
Yeah, Sophie. No, yeah, Sophie.
And then disc 3 and disc 4. See, I'm a sucker for these
Games.
You know, for these art discs, man. I love them. Greatest hits editions are silver. They're all silver. They're all very plain, very cheaply done. These ones are the better ones, which are awesome. Final Fantasy VIII. I'm sorry, I didn't really talk about the game. Final Fantasy VIII. Great cinematic RPG. Amazing story. Amazing cinematics. The cinematics, to me, even hold up today. You play as not Cloud Strife. No, you play as Squall Lionheart, Lifeheart, or whatever. But play as that. Oh, you can't see it, but.
Dad, one of these days on your YouTube channel, you should do like a tour down here. Can I hold it?
It is.
So I can see everything.
My necklace.
It's what you play at. That's what that necklace is for?
Yeah. It's his. Squall's necklace.
So I can move.
The first time I played Final Fantasy VIII, I really didn't like it because I thought it was too modern. It was too modern of a setting, the gun blade and everything. But over the years, I've become very fond of it, very fond of the characters, and you know the huge fan theory that Squall actually dies in the tunnel when the Empress throws the icicle or whatever, the ice stake through him, and that the rest of the game is him dreaming in the afterlife. Yeah, it is, but nothing's ever been confirmed on that, so once again, it's just a fan theory, but it is an amazing, amazing RPG, open world of awesome sauce. I love the gameplay, the game system, everything's great. I love it. Do you have anything to add, Miss Sweets?
No.
No.
I have something to add. We should do a room tour down here. Yeah! See everything.
Think about that, Ghosty. But as always, if you like the video, hit that thumbs up. For the Sweets, for the Ghosty you can't even see, I am King Oblivion. Thank you for tuning in to King's Lore. And like I said, if you like the video, hit that thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe. And I appreciate all your support. I love you guys. Peace.
Peace! Let me push the button.